Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 3 of Elevated Podcast. Today I'm joined by Dom.
What's up?
Five seconds later,
okay.
I'm also joined by Trey.
This is fucking great.
And the lost child, Matt.
Whack on, whacked off. I said that backwards. This was you whack on, wax on, whack off.
He's so fucking high right
Whack
now.
on, whack off.
Wax on, whack off.
This is our second take. We're keeping it. Welcome.
God.
Oh boy. Oh boy, I want to drink the freaking Clorox right now so badly.
Holy crap. Man, how are you guys doing? This is our last podcast of 2017, I believe. I think this is the last one.
No, I'm...
What?
It's that fucking glitch. God damn it.
The announcer just went off so
Yeah, they're
badly
so high.
in this game. Hey, I'm not... it's not my fault I'm enjoying myself. I'm not high, but I'm just
Oh, I bet
enjoying
you are,
myself.
Matt.
Oh, shut
I'm not high.
At least I clenched my butt cheeks when I heard the announcer get loud in this
Okay.
game.
Don't do
Fuck.
drugs,
On that
kids.
note, we will get started with the first topic.
I could
You dying? Jeez.
about damn time, I guess.
I don't know.
Emo alert, ISIS beware.
Oh my gosh, are you guys ready for
Welcome
this?
to the elevated Vivo thing.
Welcome
How
to
are
the
you guys doing
Elevated
today?
Vivo podcast.
How you doing today?
You did it twice.
First topic of the night. Okay, we're done. We're done. First topic of the night.
Okay.
Oh man, this is going to be very hard to get through. I'm gonna need some crack after this. The Last Jedi.
Baker's pulling out.
The Last-
That's what he said. He got really loud. The Baker's pulling out.
We're just
Okay.
shut the fuck up. Let's just do
Okay.
this.
Oh,
All right, The Last Jedi. We've all seen it, right? We've.
No,
Yeah, well,
I
I've
haven't.
no. Well, me and you have. I don't think
it,
they
it
have
was
yet.
it was already spoiled for me, so.
Rip.
Should we do
Damn.
spoilers or non-spoiler?
Let's keep it non-spoiler for the podcast.
Why don't we just do both? We can start off with non-spoilers and be like, okay, if you want to skip ahead to this certain section of the
All right,
podcast.
Han
then-
Solo dies there.
That's
I didn't watch The Force Awakens.
No, but on, like, all seriousness, there's
That's
been a
for
lot of
Han, you little
backlash for The Last Jedi, and especially coming from people in the party who have seen the movie. Matt,
Hello.
what do you think about all the fan backlash for this movie?
All right, to be quite honest with you here, there might be some fans that are going to get pissed off. I don't care. I think it's freaking retarded. It's honestly so stupid people are getting this pissed off about it. You know what? There were some missteps. I'm not going to deny it because every movie has their faults in it,
Rose.
and this one had quite a bit. What?
Rose. Just keep going.
Okay. Anyway, so there's a lot of issues with it. I can understand that, but there's a lot of things going around where like people are making petitions to like remove it from Star Wars canon, and they're like dissing Rian Johnson as the director for it. And honestly, I get it. People love the original trilogy, and I liked it too, like a lot. But we want something fresh and new. Like you can't win. People said Force Awakens is too much of a rehash of A New Hope, which I could see where the people are coming from there, obviously. But then they want something brand new, which is The Last Jedi, and they're hating it and saying that it's something that hasn't been explored yet in Star Wars mythology and legend is because it's something new like you people want. And it's just ridiculous to me that people are getting this mad over, yeah, there's a lot of flaws with it, but there's also a lot of good in it too. People just, they can't see what it's done also well for the franchise. In my opinion, anyways. There's
Yeah.
like a lot of gray areas with it. But overall, I really liked it. I think people are just completely... I mean, everybody has a right to their own opinion, obviously. I mean, if you don't like the movie, it's awesome. You know, you can have whatever you want for your opinion of it. I just think that people are just really going overboard with how bad they're hating on it.
I gotta agree with you there. Coming out of the theater after watching it, man, I was so happy and just satisfied with overall pretty much everything with the movie. Like you said, there were a couple flaws, some that I was actually cringing at while watching. But the movie itself, like, I thought it was almost the perfect Star Wars movie. That's how I wanted, like, the story to go. You couldn't have sent Luke off on a better journey than what they did in The Last Jedi. And a lot of people are criticizing Luke himself as a character. And I just really don't understand where the criticism's coming from, especially when after everything that's transpired, after episode 6 and before episode 7, like, Luke as a character, he's going to change. And I think people are still in that mindset of Luke from the original trilogy, always happy and jolly, but this isn't the original trilogy anymore. This is...
Can I say something?
Wait, what?
I just want to say...
Oh, go on.
No, but for this, like, people gotta realize Luke has been through a lot of shit. I mean, he tried starting up the Jedi Order again, and Kylo betrayed him. I mean, you shouldn't,
number 1.
Yeah, you shouldn't be expecting him to be happy and jolly like he was in Episode 6. He's changed. You can't really expect anything less.
And also that fact, like, people are like, okay, with Force Awakens, first said it's a rehash of New Hope. It makes me kind of like cringe and laugh this time. People are saying that Last Jedi is a rehash of Empire Strikes Back, and it really isn't, because the whole Yoda training thing from Luke, whatever, is completely different with Rey and Luke. It's a completely different chemistry between master and student. It's like nothing compared to whatever like it was in that movie, and it's kind of cool. Also, if you look back in the trailer, there's some parts where even like Luke in the trailer said this isn't going to go how you think, and it kind of proves to us that Rian Johnson was trying to be original with the movie and the script, and I think it's not really fair, as especially me as a Star Wars fan. If I don't like a movie in the trilogy, it's okay. Like, you know, everybody has their opinion on it. Phantom Menace wasn't my favorite, but as fans, we should also respect the director. I mean, like, he's a huge fan of the trilogy, from what I heard. Yeah. And like the fact people are dissing him and like death threats are being sent to him, and they're like want to be fired, and they're like petitioning to be remade. I'm sorry. To me, it's really rude, especially as a Star Wars fan, to like see these other fans being this disrespectful to somebody, because like we should all be working together towards a better good when it comes to this thing. Like, we all love this certain thing, and just to diss somebody out because they just made a few mistakes, to me it's just really, honestly, it's kind of a disappointment to see that. I thought Star Wars fans were better than this.
I agree with you 100%, dude. And I was actually one of those people that thought episode 7 was too much of a rehash of A New Hope, and I'm not going to get too much into it, but I just did not like it for what it was. But I still appreciated it because it was a Star Wars movie, and I still felt nostalgic while watching it because it was a Star Wars movie. And I appreciated episode 7 a bit more after watching episode 8, because episode 8, it just tied together a lot of loose ends that episode 7 created, while making like some new plot holes that will be resolved in episode 9, which people just keep overlooking. It's like, because these plot holes weren't solved in episode 8, people are thinking that they won't be solved in episode 9, but you still have another 2-hour movie to come in this trilogy.
I have a question real quick. Is it okay if I do some spoiler stuff? Can you just maybe give a spoiler warning?
Yeah,
real quick, for maybe a few minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. So, spoiler warning for those of you who haven't seen the movie, obviously, at this point. Like, the things we're talking about that haven't really been explored. So, obviously, the two biggest theories going around the internet are Snoke and Rey's parents. It's been everybody knows this is the biggest thing going around since The Force Awakens came out. And there's two big things that happen in the movie that are kind of disappointing to me, personally, but I can also see where Rian Johnson was coming from as a director. With Snoke he's dead. They killed him off in Last Jedi. Really ballsy move. And people are really pissed, because people want to know who Snoke was, his background. In my opinion, I don't think Snoke's dead. I think he's still very much alive. They're just setting him up to be that way, because I think if you're really looking at how the Force is used in The Last Jedi, like how Jedis can put themselves in certain areas where they're not already in, and they can get killed there, but they're still alive someplace else, I think Snoke was doing the same thing. He was using a Force, kind of image of himself there, type of, sort of situation. Yeah. Or even, there's this, there's also a theory that, a lot of Sith Masters can, transport their mind and consciousness in other living bodies. So I personally don't think Snoke's dead. I think you're going to see him return for the episode 9. They said there's still a lot of stuff left there to cover with Snoke and his background, which I'm happy to hear that's not over with for him. And then for the last spoiler topic that kind of ticked me off at first was Rey's parents being nobody. They were just a couple of losers on Jakku who just traded her off for alcohol and scavenging and junk. But also, the more I look at it and the more I realize it, I kind of like it, because it shows that you don't have to be somebody special to be a really important person. Like, George Lucas set up the Skywalker lineage as the main story for the first, like, 2 trilogies. I'm kind of glad they didn't go with Rey being a Skywalker. It's kind of, like, deviating away from the, you have to be a specific type of person to be this special. It shows that no matter what you are, who you can be, you can just be anything you want and get somewhere. It's a really important message in general, and I think it's just a really cool way of introducing that, like, many people can use the Force. It's not just a certain individual. So, I mean, the more I look at these things, I like it a lot. So that's just what I'm talking about.
To kind of add into that one, I'm also kind of happy that not just because she's not a Skywalker, but also, I know it would have been kind of cool if she was a Kenobi, but, I mean, that's something, like, that's overused in these movies, like how Kylo Ren's Han's and Leia's son, doing, like, a whole, oh, Rey's Ben Kenobi's granddaughter, or, well, not daughter, obviously, but still, it would make no sense. And it's just overused in general. So, I mean, I'm really happy they didn't go with that route.
You see, the message I got from The Last Jedi, and they even said this in the movie, was to let go of the past, move on from, like, past mistakes, just move on in general, go, like, look forward to the future. And I really thought that was the main message Rian Johnson was trying to convey through this film by just, first off, killing off Luke, letting go of him, killing Snoke, letting go of Snoke, and making the audience realize that Snoke wasn't really the main villain here. It's Kylo Ren, because Kylo Ren never really turned good after the movie. And then also letting go of all the theories behind Rey's parents, because the story isn't about her background. The story is about Rey as a character and her developing throughout all of this within the Star Wars universe. And that's what I really think Rian Johnson was trying to push through this movie, and I feel like people just didn't grasp onto that.
And, like, I agree with you 100%. Also, in a weird way, I'm kind of almost starting to see it. This is going to sound really weird to people, and I don't know if people are going to agree with me. I almost starting to think Kylo Ren's the main character. If you really look at a lot of everything, it's focused around him, and is like, he's having as long as people can tell if you've seen both movies, he's having a big, difficult, like, issue between, he doesn't know what he is yet. He's still trying to find himself in a weird sense with the Force. There's moments where I think he wants to do the right thing, and there's moments, of course, where he's just pure, like, awful. And I think, yeah, Rey's, like, one of the main characters, but if you really look at the story-building elements, a lot of it's surrounding Kylo and his backstory and his guilt and, like, everything that's been going on with him. Yeah. And I think it's actually kind of cool they're focusing a lot more on the villain side of things than heroes. Because, we have the typical heroes like Vader and Luke, and light versus good, we get that by now. But it's really interesting to see somebody who's, like, kind of having a battle morally with himself, what he should do and what he shouldn't do. And I think it's really, it goes to show nobody's perfect. And it's just when there's that scene in the movie where they're talking and Rey says, I saw you turn good, and he says, I saw you turn bad. I don't think it's inferring that that's what's going to happen. What I take that as is the fact that it shows that Kylo has a good side and Rey has a dark side. And it shows that everybody has that in reality, in life, anywhere. People have good and bad sides of themselves, and it's your choice whether or not you want to show them. There's not one strict thing, good or bad. Like the Jedi and the Sith, they're both wrong in their own sense. And for them saying that Kylo's going to turn good and she's going to turn bad, I think it just means they're going to do a lot of questionable things, and they're going to question their morality when it comes down to, like, what their decisions are.
What were you saying, Dom?
For me, like, I've heard this theory, but it's about Kylo, where he's undercover in all this, and when he killed Han was in on this. That's what, and the thing is, Han turned on the lightsaber for Kylo, because in Force Awakens, Kylo said, I need to go through with this, but I don't think I have the strength to do this. Han said he'll help him for it, and he'll do anything. And the theory is how Han turned on the lightsaber. I think Kylo will be the good guy in the next episode.
I don't know if he's yeah, but okay, we haven't seen The Last Jedi yet. There's some plot points that I touched up on in The Last Jedi. I don't think that's what it is anymore. It was a really cool theory, but I think what he means by that, I don't know what to do. I think he's, like, battling himself, like I said again, morally, the way he wants to do. I don't know. I mean, it could be an interesting way of doing it, but the way they've been setting it up, I don't think that's the way it's going to go, sadly. But it was a really cool theory. I really give people credit for looking at it that way, because I can see where they're coming from. And the last thing I want to say before we move on to the next topic, whoever wants to talk next, one thing I really noticed was really kind of symbolic, and the movie was cool. I think a lot of people missed. After Snoke was talking to Kylo, there was like a scene where he was in an elevator, and he was like questioning himself. He was like really, really angry with Snoke, and you know, like the Sith rage is coming out, and he just wants him to become the master now, and yada yada yada.
Yeah.
And there's a scene with him in the elevator, and it's in the trailer where he's holding the helmet, and especially when Gino said, "Let the past die." The symbolic part, I think, is he's looking at his Kylo helmet, and he just bashes it into the elevator wall. After he takes it away from the wall, the helmet, his helmet, is the visage of it, which is the face mask, is cracked, and it almost looks like Vader's old helmet, the way the dents are made. So when he says, "Let the past die," it's him holding Vader's helmet in his hand, and they just broke the helmet to smithereens. And it was almost like, kind of in a way, like, giving closure to the past also, and it was just showing, like, we're moving on, this is a different story. Again, this isn't going to go how you think, and I really, really like that. I think a lot of people, I'm not going to try and sound rude, but we're kind of, I'm not going to say ignorant, because that's a really rude and blatant way of putting it, but people really didn't need to look more into the philosophical side of things, and not just the action and the drama.
Exactly.
There's a lot more to it than that. So that's really all I have to say left of it, and I really loved it. I gave it 9 out of 10.
Yeah, same here, man. That was my IMDb rating. I walked out of that theater so, like, at first I walked out the theater, was like, it was a lot to take in, you know, but a couple hours later I was really thinking about it, and I was like, man, they really, like, they conveyed that story like how they should have conveyed it. Everything that movie, with the exception of a few scenes, it was what I wanted in a Star Wars film, and as a goodbye to some of the characters I loved, and I just thought it was overall a really good movie, and all the backlash coming from it, in my opinion, are just people who don't understand it.
And another thing that really gets me, I guess, is also I think it's really, really disrespectful. Rest in peace to Carrie Fisher, who obviously passed away earlier this year.
Yeah.
It's her last film and her work, and she loved the series more than anything else. From what I heard, like she did like charities, she went to conventions, she had a lot of drug issues and stuff, but she always loved it. It was her passion. It was like one of her first projects she ever worked on, and just to see people dissing it this badly, it was her last thing she wanted to convey to people before she passed away. It's a huge disappointment.
Yeah.
For those Star Wars fans out there who are really being this awful to the cast, because as a Star Wars fan myself, there's a lot of things that disappoint me, but nothing more disappoints me than fans who are just acting so blatantly rude, and just, you have to understand, people put their work and their livelihoods in this thing, and to just completely butcher them and slander their names and hate the movie because, and like send death threats, it's just really, really stupid, and it's not worth it.
Yeah.
You know? If it's a really awful movie, I'm not saying send death threats, I'm just saying it's understandable if it's a really awful movie, like we can't even watch it bad. This movie is honestly a work of art behind it. And you have to, again, look at the psychological side of things, the more like the, kind of like the more dramatic parts, not the action. You have to look behind the layer of Star Wars they've already put up, because there's a different story behind this one. I really like that, and
Exactly.
for Carrie Fisher's sake, just stop acting this way. It's really disrespectful, you know?
Yeah.
And that's really all I have to say to it as a Star Wars fan, because it's one of my biggest passions. I love Star Wars. So.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know. Personally, like I said, I thought it was one of the better ones. It was just, it was a good movie. I don't see where all the backlash is coming from. With, like I said, all Star Wars movies have their moments where you're just like, man, why is this in the movie? But
Phantom Menace.
I would see you dissing Attack of the Clones more than Phantom Menace, bro. Come on.
No, honestly, dude, I like all Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
There's issues, and I even like the prequels, for crying out loud. They have a lot of issues. I mean, they set up the story for me. That's why they're still fun to watch. I really don't hate any single Star Wars movie.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I really think if people went to go see this for a second time and really just went in there without any expectations or theories as to what they would like to happen, it's an enjoyable film, and that's what I did. I don't read a lot of fan theories and stuff, and because of that, I went to the theater ready to see this movie while having an open mind, because it wasn't in my head like, oh, I know who Rey's parents are now because of these theories and stuff, and I didn't know any of that. So
I mean, like, I watched the videos, and I think even now, like, the more I look back on it, would I have really been happy if she was a Skywalker? Because I honestly, I probably would have just been sitting there and be like, man, okay, so Force Awakens is a rehash of A New Hope, and now we're getting a rehash of she's a Skywalker now. It's like, I'm kind of glad that they're really doing a different thing, because, like, honestly, it'd be getting predictable at this point if it was the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
You know? And one thing I have to talk about real quick that was a disappointment to me, Captain Phasma, come on.
Oh,
Come
bro.
on, really? Really?
Yeah, I was... Man,
I'm sorry, they said they could have a bigger
her.
role in the movie, she's just gone in 10 minutes. Like, I mean...
Less than, bro. She only has like 3 minutes of screen time in this movie.
She's the new Boba Fett. That's all. I'll just admit that. Right here. Except she didn't go falling into a giant sarlacc pit and get eaten. But you know, I don't think she. I don't know. I don't know if she's dead or not. They kind of left it on a cliffhanger. But I didn't see a body, so you know what? I'm gonna say she's not dead yet until I see a body. So she could return possibly.
Dead,
so. True.
All right. Well, you guys ready to move on to the next topic? Disney and Fox.
I'm all set, man.
Disney and Fox.
May the force be with you.
Opinions on Disney buying Fox, man.
I'm hyped for this.
Okay.
Honestly.
Oh.
Can I go ahead and
I'm
say I'm actually excited to see a rated R version of the MCU.
That'd be pretty cool. I'm kind of excited to like see how Deadpool will interact with all the Marvel characters.
I think they're going to make sure though it's conveyed that if it's a rated R Marvel movie, not to show it to kids, because the MCU right now is a kids, not kids, but it's anybody oriented. But
Yeah,
like,
but,
if it's Deadpool, they gotta put
like,
this is MCU, but do not. This isn't a kids movie. If you want to see, there's blood, there's gonna be gore, there's gonna be humor, but just I don't know. It's gonna be really interesting. Like I'm really hyped, but I'm interested at the same
the
time.
thing I'm very interested in. Yo, Dom, you know what I just thought of?
What?
They can set up Venom's origin as Venom of Carnage. Carnage. His origin story of being attached to
Serial killer?
Deadpool English.
Oh.
And explain why Carnage is that fucked up.
Yeah. Another thing is X-Men. Come on, guys.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
X-Men. All right,
another
let's
thing
all
is-
admit it. We're depressed Hugh Jackman isn't returning, but you know what? I want to. After your finished thing, I have a few good casting choices I want to
Tom Hardy.
put out there for.
I want Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy and Scott
Hardy.
Eastwood. Scott Eastwood would actually be kind of cool to see as.
Come on,
Yeah.
why not Liam Neeson?
Why
Liam
Liam?
He's way too
why?
old.
Why Liam
He's
Neeson?
way too
I
old.
mean, if you're gonna
He's
have Liam
way
Neeson,
too
you might as well
old.
bring
Way
Hugh
too
Jackman
old.
back.
I'm making a jump.
Mike.
Scott Eastwood's a newer actor, but his father's Clint Eastwood, and he's been in a few things. He was in Suicide Squad. He didn't really play a big role, but he looks like the part. He'd just be a younger Wolverine, which I think would be really interesting. But Tom Hardy's that main pick, but I don't know how that's gonna work because Tom Hardy's Venom, but Venom isn't in the MCU though, so that's its own separate thing. So it could work around.
Oh yeah.
Just like how
Also
Josh Brolin is Thanos and Cable. So
Yeah. Like, also, for, like, Magneto and Professor X, I want the X-Men Apocalypse and them. I want Michael Fassbender.
I want Michael Fassbender. But I don't know about the guy who played Professor
I like
Xavier.
the guy that played Xavier. I kind of like him.
James,
as
I mean, I
Xavier.
like James McAvoy. I want older Professor Xavier. I don't want him to like.
Yeah.
Same with Michael. I don't know. Like I like Michael Fassbender. He's a really good actor, but I want the older version of the X-Men. I don't want the youngster. I want like the
but,
more
like,
set in stone X-Men for the MCU.
Yeah.
And I also want an X-Men movie that doesn't involve them all dying in the first 3 seconds.
Or Cyclops
Yeah.
getting murdered in number 3 as the team leader.
Phoenix just exploding for no reason.
Question though, are they gonna cancel Dark Phoenix though now? That's the rumor that's going around. They're thinking
No,
of canceling
No,
X-Men Dark Phoenix.
dude, they're almost done
No.
filming that movie. That movie.
No, Jay, have you not heard about it though? There's a huge rumor going around now that Disney's thinking about canceling Dark Phoenix because their fear is that they're gonna promote this movie like it's Fox made, and people aren't gonna realize, like let's say the movie tanks, it's really bad, that Disney has these properties now, and Disney is worried that it's gonna be really bad marketing. So there's actually a rumor going around they're gonna cost billions to just cancel the movie completely.
Dude, that will
That's
be
the
the
rumor going
biggest
around.
waste of money ever. Because this movie, like the trailer's gonna come out within the next few weeks. The movie's gonna come out in the next 7 months.
I'm not saying they should cancel. I'm just saying this is just a rumor going around that Disney's thinking
I
possibly
hope-
about canceling it.
I don't
Right
think that's
now-
gonna happen.
I really don't want the. Yeah, I don't think they'll do that. Just because, like, it's all said and done. They should just be like, hey, this is not a part of the MCU. They just need to announce that, or like have something in the
But-
trailer saying this is not part of the MCU yet.
You see, with people though, it's hard because a lot of people sometimes like this is stupid. And I'm not saying I don't do this. Obviously, when I was younger though, I can see where younger audiences get away with it, or like I get confused because think about it. There's been so many reboots of Spider-Man. You know, we had Tobey Maguire, who's honestly my least favorite. That's not a big thing. Andrew Garfield. He had 2 movies, and then Tom Holland. But the thing is, people who aren't big Marvel geeks like us and don't know the things, whatever, they're not gonna know the difference. They're gonna think, oh, an X-Men movie, it's gonna be the same universe. And let's say Dark Phoenix tanks, then, you know, they're gonna not go watch the Disney one. I mean, I'm hoping they don't cancel. I want Dark Phoenix to be out there because they put a lot of hard work and effort into it. But with Spider-Man with Tom Holland, Homecoming didn't get a lot of it got good reviews, but a lot of people didn't go see it because Andrew Garfield left such a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths, and they didn't know that it was a different actor playing him. If they're gonna do this, they gotta make sure people understand this is completely separate and it's different, and it's not the same people coming back.
Yeah,
that's the biggest issue.
Because
if not, they're not gonna get as many views, you know, and money and box office.
Well, man, you also gotta remember, like, this whole deal with Disney and Fox, yeah, it's confirmed, like, but it won't get like set in stone for another year or even 2. Because whenever big companies purchase another big company, it takes a long time for that to go through like governments and stuff. Because it took you see, Disney bought Marvel back in 2007, but they didn't gain full rights until 2009 ish. So it's a long process. So I can't see, like, all these theories that are going around right now, 9 times out of 10 they're most likely not going to happen because Disney still doesn't own these characters yet, and they won't own them for another year at least.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I really like the crew from Apocalypse, and I kind of feel bad because a lot of actors signed on when Apocalypse came out, like the guy playing Cyclops, the kids, they just really signed on, and I mean, I want Disney to recast, obviously, but then also part of me feels bad because I know they're going to lose their jobs and they just really sign this contract.
Yeah.
But the thing is with that, though, I think they're going to get paid the money. They're not, like, losing the money they signed up for. Like, they're going to pay them the money and be like, you know, here's your cash. We're sorry about the inconvenience, you know. I mean, or what they could do, in a way, this would be really difficult to do, they could make all the other X-Men movies in the past canon to the MCU. I don't want this idea. People are saying this could happen. And have it be an alternate universe in the new MCU where they go to, and it's the X-Men universe. I don't want that. I want the X-Men to be on Earth with the Avengers and stuff like that, along with Fantastic Four. I don't want the alternate universe stuff right now. I mean, I want alternate universes, just not with separate brands. This is going to get way too confusing and cluttered in the end. Especially with Hugh Jackman signing off and, like, all the different... Like, Deadpool and Logan weren't technically in the X-Men world. They were just kind of separate stories. I don't know. It's a really weird... Like, I'm really excited for it, but there's a lot of weird angles this could go also.
Now that you think about it, Logan actually set a pretty good precedent for this whole Disney and Fox deal, because now Disney can take control of that storyline with X-23 and just make that the new X-Men group. They could. I don't know if they're going to, though, because I think people want the male Wolverine again. That's what I've been hearing. Then they haven't talks that they were going to make a separate X-23 movie when she was like a teenager.
Yeah, but all those have been canceled now because they were Fox products. They've been announced. They've been canceled. They've been just scrapped because of the whole merger thing, which kind of sucks. I feel bad for some of the actors that signed on.
Yeah,
and stuff.
Man, and the comics, the X-23 comic line is amazing too.
This is off topic. I just got my stand in World War II and I'm happy.
I hate you.
But
for me,
I'm hyped for it. I'm excited no matter what. I have faith in them. It's the MCU. Come on.
Yeah, from what I've heard from the actors like that just signed on for the X-Men, I heard they like love their roles, and I really do feel bad if they do lose them. I want the MCU to actually like. I want them to be in the MCU, at least for like an origin story, at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if like Matt said, he wants them to be like in their kind of prime. So I mean, at least put them in the origins.
Yeah, I want the younger versions of the X-Men, but I want the older Professor Xavier, Magneto. Like I want the younger students, but I want the older, like, you know, if that makes any sense.
Well, if you think about it, we never got a live action like middle-aged Professor X Magneto. They've always either been young or old.
Yeah,
so it would be kind of cool to experience them like in their middle ages, like 40s.
Oh yeah.
That would be pretty cool, to be honest. How do you guys think
like,
they're gonna merge the universes together? Portals, reboot it.
What I think would be really cool. I've watched these movies up and down. I know a lot of things. So if anybody's caught up to date on the Marvel Universe, you know that the Avengers had a complex in upstate New York. That's where they're operating out of after Civil War. They're all underground. You know, it's like the Secret Wars going on, or whatever the heck the comic line for it's called. I think it'd be really cool if Tony Stark sold that plot of land to Professor Xavier, or somehow had a connection. They sold the old Avengers base. It looks like a more modern day school. I could see, like, because they say that the biggest feature Marvel wants to do. They say they want to make it feel like a real world. It's today. Like with Spider-Man, they had a lot of different ethnicities and stuff in the school. I think it'd be cool if they sold the Avengers compound, renamed it the Xavier's Institute for, you know,
gifted youngsters.
Gifted youngsters, but the base looked really modern still. It looked like a modern school. I think it'd be really cool to have that be the X-Men's place, and especially like where the Quinjet was stored. That could be where the X-Jet's stored also.
I got
it. Turn that base into the old school.
For me, oh, go ahead, Trey.
Didn't they say in the comics that the school was somewhere near the border of Canada, though?
No.
No, it's upstate New York. Oh, well, upstate New York is on the border of Canada. I guess it kind of is, in a way. It's I guess you can say it is. I don't know.
For me, I want them to still... For me, I want it to be like, mutants have been hiding in the MCU for, like, a little while, and they just kind of surfaced. Like how in X1, like it was just like surfacing up about mutants. For me, I want kind of how would I explain this? I still want them to be like the old kind of mansion for the X-Men, but still kind of like it's oldish, but still kind of modern. You know what I mean? Kind of mix. And I want Professor X, the way he like kind of comes into all this, it's like kind of after Infinity War. So like Professor X kind of is like, or like Nick Fury comes to school asking for help from Xavier, knowing that Nick knows that it's a school for mutants. He wants soldiers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds kind of... For me, not saying it out loud, it kind of sounds a little weird and kind of a little stupid for me, but...
Not really. I mean, I think it's good.
I think it would be kind of cool.
I think a good introduction for mutants would be, this is my spin, because since the MCU is based off a lot of comics and stuff, I like how they're doing different takes on things. I think it'd be really interesting. So we know the whole Inhuman storyline's wrapping up now in the Marvel Universe, the whole Inhuman saga. Yeah. I think the way they can write mutants in is that mutants are like the children of Inhumans. Like they're not fully inhuman and they're not human. They're mutants. They're a new breed. Like they're born with powers. So it fits in the old Inhumans and they're there for something. And now, like, let's say after Infinity War we jump maybe 10 years into the future, it'll be fine, you know? So now there's like teenage mutants around and stuff like that. And now they're coming out, and I think a really good way to introduce the X-Men is Xavier is training them obviously to get a hold of their abilities. And then there's this radical group of mutants out there in their 20s, and like kind of look at, say, like modern, like, kind of anarchists and stuff. They stage attacks, but they're non-lethal attacks. So they're just out there just like, oh, you know, like, we're here and we're like, you know, we're not hiding anymore. And they could become a new brotherhood, and there's a shadowy leader. And that would be really cool to learn out that is Magneto. And then, like, Xavier wants to put an end to these attacks, but of course the Avengers and S.H.I.E.L.D. are, like, much higher level threats than just, like, you know, propaganda strikes and stuff. And so he's putting together a team. And it'd be really cool to see the old team first, like Cyclops, Jean, Beast, Angel, and Iceman as the first team. That's the original X-Men team. That's what I like to see first. Then bring Wolverine into the sequel.
Can I add in like, what I hope, how they get introduced? To be honest, it's kind of a mix of both. I kind of want them to be like they've been their own thing, but they've been under the radar until like something goes into their neck of the woods that their Avengers find them, or someone else just finds them, and kind of like bring them out of the shadow.
Yeah.
But only when they're needed, so no one messes with them.
Like, for me, I want them, like Matt said, they have the original X-Men kind of group, but the way I want Wolverine introduced is kind of like, it's a flashback for Bucky. Like, Bucky's in kind of for the Weapon X program area. He's just there, like, Weapon X is working with Hydra. So Bucky's there for, like, modifications.
Creating, like, other super soldiers and stuff.
Yeah, and then Logan is there also. He's being experimented on getting the adamantium graft to his bones. I think that would be kind of cool, having Bucky there also alongside.
Then they have to break out together.
I think it'd be cool. I think what I want for Wolverine is, like, obviously I want to introduce him with the Weapon X program. I don't want, like, the before Weapon X, because we saw that work done. That was horrendous with Origins. I want them to introduce him through Weapon X. I think it'd be really cool for an end credit scene of the first X-Men, show like a winter facility or whatever up in, I think it's Canada, isn't that where they were? Yeah,
it's Canada.
Up on the border of New York, where Canada is. And like it shows, like, you know, it's Hydra. Like, Hydra's still there. We all know them. Like, well, Baron von Strucker's dead. All, like, the leaders. But now they're masquerading as a company called Weapon X, or not company, but, like, you know, masquerading as Weapon X as a code name. And the facility is like some sort of like it's just like there's a kind of a, what the heck's the term for it? They have like a kind of excuse for what the facility is, and it's actually not, like, it's kind of like a shadowy, like, place. And the end credit scenes then experimenting on this person, like a young man. Hopefully it's whoever they cast by that point, Tom Hardy or Scott Eastwood or whoever. And, like, at the end, when they're testing on him, like, they're, like, talking about it and, like, saying his vitals and stuff and how they've grafted it successfully. And they say that he's inactive, and they say his heartbeat's picking up, and it keeps on going up and elevates, and, like, what's going on? And then it zooms in on the tube he's in, and then you just see his eyes flash open, and it goes to black. That'd be, like, the perfect freaking end credit scene right there.
Or for, like,
the next X-Men.
Like how Matt said, like, it'll zoom in on his eyes, and right when they open, you should hear, like, his claws come out of his wrist. Yeah.
Then just like a scream, and then just gunfire, and then just cuts to black, and then it just says, like, the X-Men will return.
You know what else I can think of to be, like, a really badass way and also get people hyped about it? If, like, it shows either in an Avenger movie or something, it shows, like, Hulk, like, the Hulk versus Wolverine comic, basically.
Yeah.
Like, just have, like, somehow Hulk ended up in a forest out of nowhere, then you just, you just hear him you just hear Wolverine speak, and it just cuts to black.
For me, I feel like it's kind of like how Trey's saying it, but for me, I wish it was like Hulk's in the Canadian forest, kind of where Weapon X was going on, and it's after Logan escaped. So, like, and then you hear Logan, like, running through the forest, and Hulk kind of, like, he turns around seeing Logan jump at him, then it just cuts to black.
Oh, yeah.
For me, I would like I said, I want to stick with the Weapon X thing and everything, and what I think would be really cool is for, like, let's say, so the setup Wolverine for the sequel and the third movie, because you obviously need him in there for 2 out of the 3. I think after they wrap up, because of course we all know how they're all doing, like, trilogies for the characters, like Black Panther's getting 3 movies, Thor, Captain America, they all got 3.
Iron Man
they're obviously gonna do 3 X-Men movies. They're doing all these things in trilogies. I think after X-Men wraps up, would be really cool, is to have Logan spin-off movies. Or not, I want to call him Logan, like, call him, like, Wolverine again, like the other ones used to be.
Yeah.
And have one kind of, like, and have it be him afterwards and make him rated R. Because I still want Wolverine, he's a rated R character. I don't want him slashing them and being like, oh, ow, I got a boo-boo, you know, put a bandage on it. I want to, like, see blood, I want to see cuts.
His, like, arm cutting off and stuff like that. For me,
I mean, obviously don't put them in the X-Men, because those kids are going to go watch X-Men, they're going to get PTSD for life if they see that.
For me, I want them to do, after the 3 movies, kind of like have a few Wolverine spin-off movies, like Cyclops spin-off movies and all that. I want them to do, not Logan, Old Man Logan, like the comic, like...
Exactly.
Logan killed the whole X-Men team, and he's in exile.
He was brainwashed by Mysterio.
And Red Skull is kind of like the whole kingpin of, well, it's spread into, like, areas, but Red Skull's kind of the big bad. I want him to go on. Yeah.
There's 2 main things that I want to come out this deal, and I'm not going to predict anything currently tied with, like, the current MCU, because after Infinity War, a lot of the characters are going to die, so I don't want to predict anything from there. But 2 main things I want from this deal is a Deadpool, Carnage, Venom, Spider-Man, and Kraven crossover movie. I would, because I really love the Shattered Dimensions and Edge of Time video games. I thought that was amazing, and we need Spider-Pig in that movie, of course. And also, Also, just like what Don was saying, I want the true Old Man Logan comic turned into a movie with Mysterio, the Avengers, the X-Men, Wolverine actually killing all of the mutants and stuff like that. That's what I wanted in Logan, but I knew they couldn't do that because they didn't own the rights to those characters. But that's actually what I want to see on screen, because I don't know, I feel like that I love Logan. It's easily one of my favorite movies of 2017, but I feel like if I would have saw that type of storyline on screen, it would have had more of an effect emotionally, you know?
Yeah. Getting away from X-Men here for a few minutes, I want to talk about something else before we stop talking about the Marvel and Fox merger deal. Fantastic Four. Now we all know they've had some movies in the past that have been kind of questionable. Fan Four Stick.
Fan Four Stick.
Let's see. So what I would like for them to do with these guys, of course, obviously recast completely, get new actors in there. Please do not keep the ones from Fan Four Stick. I will kill you if you do. But I want them to make it, because Marvel's really into like doing different types of movies and stuff.
Yeah.
I want them to make it like a 60s thing, like set in the 60s. That's like what that's what their theme is, though, dude. They were made in the 60s.
Oh, yeah, true.
Like, don't get me wrong here. What I want them to do is I want them the origin story to be set in the 60s. They'll get their abilities because they went from the space shuttle to the the moon thing or something like that, play into like history. Something goes wrong. And remember the dimension Ant-Man went into? Like it was that like really the dimension was like really weird and it keeps people trapped in history. Have them be heroes out of time. Like somehow in the present day, a breach is open after Thanos visited Earth with the Infinity Gauntlets, and time passes differently in the, whatever dimension they get teleported to or sucked into, and they come out and they're still, they think it's the 60s. It's kind of like Captain America with the 40s, but it's a whole team, and they have to readjust to life now as being heroes and not just being like nobodies. I think it'd be really interesting to see them be like an older team that was just unknown, kind of like Ant-Man. Like Hank Pym was like the Ant-Man from like the Cold War with his like wife. I don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool to have it be set in a different like time period.
I think that would be cool. I can also see them also doing with that, like with the whole entire idea, and also having like kind of a mind state of the Thing kind of not just hating himself because of what he has become, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was.
I don't know. Fantastic Four for me. I'm not a big Fantastic Four fan. I mean, I love Marvel, but I don't know a whole lot about the backstory, so I'm gonna leave that to the experts who know what they want to do with that. I'm a huge X-Men fan compared to that. But I'm really happy to see Fantastic Four. Hopefully they'll get justice finally, because they're Marvel's first team. They're Marvel's first family. That's what they're known as. And it's kind of a shame to see that they've been treated so wrongly by these other companies, and it's so good to have them back into their rightful hands again.
Wait, I got a question real fast. Then how would they do Doctor Doom?
Latveria? He's older than the rest of the team. He was part of the expedition, and he didn't get sucked into the portal, so he's gonna be an older guy. He's the ruler of Latveria.
True.
Yeah. And Latveria could be somewhere where Sokovia was. Like Sokovia could be like maybe an outbranching like section of Latveria because it's a Russian kind of place. It's like Latveria's a really weird place. It's like it's known. It's like Wakanda. It's there, but it's kind of they keep to themselves. They're not really busybodies. There's kind of.
Wait. Here comes another one. This is one thing I hope they don't do. Like I like Age of Ultron, but I hope they don't do that with the fucking what's the alien race from the Fantastic Four that can change. Yes. They don't do that.
They are making a Skrull secret invasion, and apparently at the end of Infinity War, at the end of Infinity War 3 or 4, someone's gonna die, and the rumors are gonna turn into a Skrull. And apparently everything we know about the Marvel Universe is gonna change from then on. Apparently that person, whoever the hero is, Captain America or Iron Man, they've been abducted for a long time. Years. Like they've been gone for years, and no one noticed it.
Well, people also
let's say Tony Stark got abducted after Iron Man 2. That could be a possibility, like that long.
True.
It's going to change everything we see.
People also think it might be Nick Fury because of Winter Soldier.
Yeah. And also because what was I gonna say?
What should be like Black Panther, just out of the blue?
No, it's going to be one of the older characters.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Nick Fury, Iron Man, Captain America, Black Widow. It's gonna be like one of those. It's not gonna be like somebody.
I think it'll be Black Widow. To be really honest.
I think my theories are either Black Widow, Iron Man, or Cap. Those are the three I'm having.
I can see Hawkeye actually.
I can't.
For me, I can see. Oh, sorry, Jen. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying I can't, cause Hawkeye, like, unless his whole family's full of Skrulls, I just.
Yeah. He bragged.
I just can't see that.
But you see, the issue is though, whoever's a secret Skrull, they don't know they're a Skrull. It's they're a sleeper agent. They don't know that because what Skrulls do, they mimic their prey. Like they follow them around. They know what they do for their day jobs and everything. And then they just mimic them. And then eventually they just lose track of time and they think they're that person.
Yeah.
Until,
for me,
besides whatever his name is, the
people I think that will be Skrulls, I think it'll be like Jalen said, Nick Fury because of Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Black Widow. And actually, maybe Cap. I think Cap may be a Skrull.
Yeah.
The reason why I think Iron Man though, because Iron Man, he was always about he hated selling weapons to people, and then created. There's been a lot of questionable things Iron Man's been doing lately, if you can really keep track. Civil War, fighting with his friends, first of all, and then like creating Ultron. Accidentally programming him to like become a killing machine. There's just a lot of things I think Tony Stark is also capable of.
How would that sync up with Homecoming? Wait.
He gave a weaponized suit to a teenager that can be set on kill mode.
Yeah, but like, I'm talking about like.
But no, I don't know. There's a lot of questionable things you can
recruit someone to the Avengers.
Because, like I said, dude, they're sleeper agents. They don't know that they're a Skrull at this point. They think they're their person. They don't.
And like another thing,
until afterwards.
I really can't see Black Widow because how specialized training she has gone through. Like what? She just fucked up, slipped, got knocked out behind.
Dude, the Skrulls are really, really complex alien race. Like, they know what they're doing. They're not new to this. And I mean, yeah, she trained, but also look at her hair. It's blonde now. Like, really?
Oh yeah, true. Fuck.
But then again, I don't really like the blonde hair on her. I like the red hair. It made a lot more sense. It's Black Widow frame, but
I don't really like the Skrulls that much.
I think they're cool. It also sets up for the Fantastic Four, because that's the Fantastic Four's like main enemy.
Oh, I know. It's just wait.
Yeah, the Skrulls are Fantastic Four.
No. I was about to say, didn't Disney also get rights to Galactus too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got rights to.
They have rights to just about
like
everything except for
She-Hulk.
Yeah.
And all them.
Because Universal owns Hulk.
Yeah, along with because I remember they said at one point that if anybody hears, of course. People in here may not know or are watching this. The Incredible Hulk is part of the MCU, unless you didn't see the end credits scene. That's when Tony Stark comes into.
Yeah, that's when Tony.
But there's also an end credit scene where that guy, Mr. Blue, he was like the doctor, is helping Bruce figure out what was wrong with him. He got exposed to the radiation, and he becomes known as the leader, which is like the Hulk's main enemy. And that was the end credit scene setting up for a villain for him. And they actually came out recently. The Kevin Feige, the producer of Marvel, said that apparently they're still keeping them there. Like, they didn't kill off any of the characters because they never know if they're gonna get the rights back, obviously. So Rikers Island apparently is a thing in the MCU. We haven't seen it yet. That's what he said. He said Rikers Island's been already situated as a thing by S.H.I.E.L.D. And right now, apparently, the Leader and Abomination are on Rikers Island. They're not dead. They're still alive. They're just out of the picture. For me, right now. That's what
I really want them to do the Red Hulk. I really want him
General Ross, it could work. So
I want General Ross to become like, I want it to be, it's after Infinity War, and kind of General Ross decides, hey, because General Ross is like, hey, I need to take matters into my own hands, and so he kind of tries to redo the whole situation with the gamma rays, and he turns into the Red Hulk. Kind of goes apeshit crazy and tries killing the Hulk and the Avengers themselves.
Yeah.
There's so many cool things they can do. They have Silver Surfer now. Yeah. They have Galactus.
Oh,
They have. By the way, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 5's on the last season. That's ending apparently. But there's actually been rumored. Someone hashtagged, like one of the people who did it, hashtag Blade. So the rumor is that Blade's going to show up in season 5 of freaking Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and he's going to be paving the way for his own TV show, along with Ghost Rider.
One thing that's really
with the TV show.
Go on, man. You're good.
Okay, but with the one thing with the TV shows, there's one thing I hope they don't do, and I've been sitting here thinking about it actually. The fucking Monster Squad. You know,
Monster Squad.
Blade being the leader of, like, you know, Dracula's there, and then Frankencastle comes out of the fucking blue.
No,
I
let's
hope
not
they
do
don't do that.
They're not going to do that. Marvel's smart. They're not that freaking They're not Sony. All right, they're not stupid. I'll admit it. Fox isn't stupid. They had some good movies, like X-Men. Sony, on the other hand, don't even get started on Sony.
Ooh.
I mean, I like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, but number 2, Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3, those two.
One thing that I feel like is getting overshadowed though is the fact that Disney now owns Legion, which easily one of the best TV shows for Marvel there is, without a doubt. I'm curious.
Daredevil. That's my favorite TV show.
I'm curious as to see what they're going to tie into that.
True.
Because have you guys seen Legion?
I don't have the I don't have. Oh no, I think I do have FX actually. I just don't watch TV. I don't really watch cable. I kind of stick to YouTube and Netflix, in all honesty.
Unless it's on Netflix, take the time to watch it. It's so good, man.
Okay, not to this is kind of not really off topic. It's still Marvel, but no, there's one character I really don't want them to bring into the MCU or even make a show about them. I don't want Hyperion. I really don't want Hyperion.
Hyperion? Who's Hyperion?
He's just think of Superman only Marvel. I really don't want him. Yeah,
I don't. Is it that I was in here thinking that you're about to say Ghost Rider?
No, I like Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider's awesome.
Yeah, I like Ghost Rider. I don't let Nicolas Cage.
Not Nicolas Cage. Yeah, not Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. No one. We don't mention that guy.
People in here don't watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They don't know there's a new Ghost Rider in the MCU, and he drives a freaking awesome muscle car, which is even better than a bike. So.
Pretty sure it's Mustang.
I mean, this is Jalen's show, but I want to also point out right now too is that we're all focusing on Marvel. They have purchased a lot of other rights. They have Xenomorphs, Predators. They have freaking Family Guy and Simpsons. They bought a lot of stuff from Fox.
Family Guy is here.
Planet of the Apes, yeah. The Planet Avatar. I mean, Marvel's obviously the biggest takeaway. The blue people, not the terrible one.
Yeah.
For me. You.
What? No, I'm talking about the movie.
They have
the one.
The movie's trash.
They own They own literally almost everything, all the Fox properties, with the exception of Fox Sports, Fox News, stuff like that, because Disney already owns ESPN and ABC, so they don't need the extra news stuff.
Oh yeah. Another thing I really want to point out for this is, it's not Marvel, but for the aliens and predators kind of thing, I don't want them to be rushing the whole AVP.
Oh yeah.
Because you can tell they're rushing it big time.
Honestly, bro, I don't even want AVP. I want
Covenant was good. AVP 1 was good. AVP 2, that was trash.
Yeah, but I want the games to come back though.
The games were good. I wouldn't mind the game. I wouldn't mind the game, but movies.
Disney has Marvel now for games. They have a lot of things now. Disney's doing.
Yeah, Disney can do a lot of things.
My favorite thing so far from the Fox deal, obviously, Marvel is my biggest takeaway because I love Marvel.
Yeah.
Second to that's Alien, and then Predator and stuff, and then just the following, like Planet of the Apes. But I'm really excited to see where we can go with this. I really love Marvel. Marvel's is honestly. I love DC too. I love both of them.
We might get a Planet of the Apes and Jungle Book crossover.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
For me, I know you can hear me say DC's the better than Marvel, but right now, I maybe. They're equals. They're equals. They're equals. I wasn't gonna trash it.
Did I finally convince you that Marvel's an equal to DC?
Shut up.
Wait,
I did. I convinced him. Oh my god.
Wait, I think my whole entire room's shaking. What did you wait?
The end of the world.
What's this flying spaghetti monster?
DC has better characters, but I mean,
what?
Let's go with it.
That's the most we're going to get out of him.
Getting nothing more for me.
For now.
I mean, I love DC too, but we have to admit, I'm sorry, Marvel's kicking their asses.
Well, imagine if DC bought Predator, Batman vs. Predator movie.
Oh, that would be pretty awesome.
Wait, bought Predator? You have to realize that they purchased Fox, right?
I know, but I'm just saying, if they
now
just
they'd
did
have to
in
purchase
general.
Disney. First
Dude,
of all,
what will happen if Disney purchased DC? Oh my god,
honestly, I would love that. They could
Don't they
fix
have a
it.
comic
pretty
line
cool.
with the
Yes, that'd be
DC
great.
characters and Marvel characters fighting?
That'd be badass.
Yeah, but like, yo, you know, I just thought of too. Can you imagine what like Disney's like rides with, like aliens and shit?
Oh,
At,
that'd be awesome.
Disney World and shit.
Bro.
But imagine them doing like a haunted house with aliens though.
Dude, that'd be
I
awesome.
just thought of we can get for a movie now. Avengers
What?
versus X-Men, the comic. That could
Oh,
be
that'd be
a movie now.
awesome. Okay, here's one thing I would say: if Disney bought DC, we could get a kick-ass game series out of that. Let's be honest
Oh yeah,
here.
we could.
That would be badass.
Hey man, this is all I want, honestly. This is everything I want from this deal. The Simpsons movie part 2. That's all I want.
So yes, Simpsons
Okay.
movie part 2. That'd be
Family Guy movie. Family Guy movie.
Okay, so like if they were gonna do a video game, who do you think they would get to make it? To be honest,
Activision.
Oh wait,
No,
Marvel?
Like
Talking about
depending
Marvel?
on
Yeah, Marvel.
what they're
I
doing.
can
Like
see-
if it's a
I
fight,
think.
if they're doing
I
a
can see
fighting
Warner
game,
Brothers.
NetherRealm. Duh.
Or-
Wait, well,
or Capcom.
Yeah, but
see what I really want? I'm
Activision's already
excited
made
for?
like a couple of the Spider-Man games.
No, but you see what I'm really
yeah.
excited for though? Okay, so we all know freaking what the heck's, hold on. It's who the heck's making Spider-Man PS4? It's Insomniac. Insomniac,
yeah.
which we know is a huge PlayStation exclusive
yeah.
company. Think about Marvel games with Naughty Dog and Sucker Punch behind them.
Yeah,
Dude, that'd be
Or,
awesome.
like,
I can't
with
see
them,
that though,
or, like, if
because
you
they're
want-
money hungry, bro. They were gonna want
Dude,
to release
yeah,
it
but
on
dude,
other platforms.
Naughty Dog could make such a great Punisher game because Last of Us is so brutal and violent. Punisher, with Sucker Punch, they could do such a good
Dude.
open world Iron Man or game like that.
And then like
that.
with like, it's
An
say if you want a
X-Men
game like
game.
Shadow of War and
Yeah.
everything, but
Sucker
like,
Punch could do X-Men actually because it's like Infinite.
Yeah, they
Infamous is almost like X-Men. It almost is sort of.
but like
Just without the team.
yo, imagine like the Nemesis system with a Marvel game from Warner Brothers with Monolith. Now that I
How would
think
they
about
do
it.
that though? Because like it'd be
Exactly.
yeah,
Like,
but how would they
can
do
you imagine
that?
like a Spider-Man game, but like more that you defeat like enemies, more pop up, like in Shadow
They
of
could
War.
do that. I'm trying to think of a way they could actually.
Matt's mic died.
Oh, it didn't. I'm right here.
Oh,
Oh.
it just cut out for me out of nowhere.
No, because I was burping. I had a like silent burp. I wasn't like
Oh,
no,
you
yeah.
fucking died 'cause
No,
you said
so-
earlier.
Well, oh no, my mic hasn't even notified me yet. Knock on wood.
Oh.
But I'm trying to think of a game that could work with the Nemesis system. Honestly, Daredevil would be really good with the Nemesis system.
Oh yeah.
He
it
takes
would.
down people to get like. Honestly, I want a rated M Daredevil game if they're gonna do it because he's brutal as crap.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't kill, but he's just brutal. Like I want the Arkham combat with the Arkham feel for Daredevil, but with more blood and violence and language.
No, you know what I can see? Dom, you're gonna hate me for saying this. No,
What?
never mind. I'm not gonna say Moon Knight because that would just be way too spot on the nose, to be honest.
Is
Yeah.
it too much
that
for me
would.
to ask for a Marvel versus DC fighting game by NetherRealm with gear?
That'd be awesome. That'd be cool.
Well,
Ant-Man versus
well,
Adam,
yeah.
come on.
Yeah,
Where-
that'd be cool.
the thing about it is you have to get it from Capcom.
What? Oh,
Wait,
true.
What?
No, they do. Yeah,
Marvel
Capcom.
versus
Capcom owns the rights, dude. Capcom owns
Yeah,
the rights to
you
Marvel.
have to get it
video
from
game.
them.
Well, partially.
And Marvel vs. Capcom is a head competitor to Mortal Kombat, so
Also,
yeah.
There's
They're
an
better
Avengers
than-
product right now underway. They're making an Avengers game. It supposedly has like Destiny-like elements. I think it's like create your own Avenger and character, and you can like get gear, level up with friends and stuff.
That'd
Who's
be pretty
making
cool.
If it's Bungie, I'm done.
No, it's not Bungie. No, it's Square Enix is working on it.
Okay, I can see that. Especially with like Final
as long
Fantasy.
as as long as it's
Well, yeah, because Final Fantasy is getting crossovers with Marvel. Kingdom Hearts apparently is supposed to be getting a Marvel universe because it's owned by Disney.
I know,
And
like,
Run with Star
I
Wars.
just so I really hope you're talking about the Marvel game. I really hope it's not a DC universe. You know what I mean? I don't want that to. I don't want that. I don't want
Like
that.
What?
Marvel Omega.
Don't give me that. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, true.
Marvel Omega was trash.
Yo, wait, oh no. I was gonna say that because that's too much of a cash grab. A Marvel game made by Bethesda.
Nah, Bethesda. Honestly, Bethesda's a really good company, but they don't do stuff like that. They do like more independent working projects.
Yeah, they do their own shit.
What about a Marvel game made by
I mean-
Rockstar?
I mean, it'd be okay, I guess.
If it's
really
like a hero without powers, I can see that being good.
Like, dude, Sucker Punch would be the best. I think Sucker Punch would be a really good game studio again.
Someone else already making.
Naughty Dog would be good too. I think the Marvel character would be good for Naughty Dog. I thought about Punisher.
Daredevil.
No, I don't want to say Daredevil. I'd say like Punisher. I'm trying to think of some other Marvel characters.
A Venom game, maybe.
I mean, if you really think about it, Naughty Dog can do all of these characters because they're not just known for violent games. They start out with Jack, Daxter, stuff like that. So they can do anything.
Okay, honestly, I don't know if you guys have ever played this game. To me, it's the most underrated Marvel game to date. I personally enjoyed it. All right, I liked Captain America: Super Soldier on PS3. It was based on the movie. No, it was the movie one. The reason why I like it had the Arkham combat system, along with like the freaking it was an open world, like you were in a Hydra castle. It was really cool. I don't know if Dom played it or not, but I liked it.
To be honest, the most reason why I'm laughing is because of YouTubers I watched play it. Because
honestly, it's really underrated.
One of the games I really enjoyed that I want them to do a game like it, Iron Man 2. That was fun. I really enjoyed that game so fucking much. Like, because you can I remember playing it, and I was playing as War Machine. It was so cool, because you had a variation of armor. You could upgrade it. You can change what it is. It was so fun. I want them to do another one so bad. That would just that would make my year.
You know what company would make a great Deadpool game?
What?
Well, High Moon Studios already tried.
Oh, I know, but you guys are gonna hate me for saying this.
What?
Gearbox, because they already got the humor down.
Oh no, Gearbox would be great. I don't know what you mean. I hate you, dude. The humor for Borderlands, it obviously.
Oh, I know, but the humor would be great.
I can see the art style for that game too. I would like.
Yeah, exactly. More comic book.
Although I don't want it first person, I want it to be like a third person type of game.
Yeah, which.
I want to be hack and slash mixed with. I really like, honestly, this is probably getting overused at this point, but I really like the Arkham combat. The Arkham combat's so fluid and nice, and it makes sense.
Got a question. Who's the one? Wait, Capcom. I can imagine like a Deadpool DMC kind of game.
And honestly, Deadpool, the game from Dead by High Moon, it actually wasn't that bad. It was just really short.
And annoying.
It was really short. That's all it really was.
I'm saying by annoying is the final boss fight with the fucking
I never played that far, but. I never got too far into it, but.
Oh, trust me, it makes me want to.
I remember the part where freaking he hijacks the X-Men's jet, and then freaking he's curving out on Psylocke and Rogue.
All right, guys, we're pushing off topic an hour here.
Shit. Hey, we can have a bonus a little bit longer. We don't have to I'm not saying go forever.
Yeah, you're right, but we still have.
We probably should get off of this topic at least.
Yeah, jeez, we've been talking about this for like half an hour.
I mean, hey, it's a good topic though.
Man. I mean, overall, we're really happy with Disney and Fox, but
I'm just glad. But the only thing I'm worried about now, if you've seen it, the government could prevent the deal from happening. Apparently,
they can't prevent it from happening. It's just
no, dude, look it up. There's rumors of it. They think they could apparently prevent it. If Disney's gaining too many assets, they could slow them down.
That.
I mean, I hope it doesn't go through. And I don't think it will. It's just apparently that's been a rumor going around.
Yeah, but I don't know. Government's already done a lot of bad stuff in the last few weeks. Cough, cough, net neutrality. Next topic here: World War II DLC 1 trailer came out.
I'm excited, but there's only one problem.
What's up?
The fan base is gonna ruin it for me. I'm gonna get it, play one day. It's gonna be fun for that one day. Drop shard.
Honestly. I'm the most hyped for the zombies map. That's what really looks awesome to me.
I have a problem with all of it.
There's a zombie that knows your movement.
I know I sound like a freaking just so down right now, but I just hate this whole entire marketing for this DLC. First off, I don't play zombies, so I can't speak too much for that. But as for multiplayer, if you think about it, we're only getting 2 maps this DLC season.
And also, I don't know if you caught on to this. This really pisses me off too. So you said you're getting 2 maps, So the third map we're getting is Resistance remake. No, I don't know if you knew about this, but we just barely got a Resistance remake in Infinite Warfare.
Infinite Warfare.
It's like we're already getting another remake of a remake.
Wait a minute. If you think about it, they could probably do Rust better.
They could.
No, I don't. That's the thing. I don't want a second remake of a map.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Rust wouldn't mind because the first one was butchered beyond belief, but
in the original still got.
Here's one thing I want. Okay, like I'm a big zombie buff, but I like the idea of a zombie that knows your movements, but I don't know. I'm a big Treyarch fan, and I want Sledgehammer to do a good thing towards the zombies. I don't feel too good about this map.
Well, I think it's a really cool idea though. It's like Normandy. That's what I'm really excited for. Is
the thing is stuff. One thing that's very apparent about like the whole entire like zombie DLC now, and the zombies from Sledgehammer, they're trying to emphasize on the horror of it.
Oh, the thing is, it's the scariest map they've ever even touched. Scarier than the first one.
Yeah, they said that.
Although
about the first one.
yeah, although we've heard those.
But like the thing about it, they haven't found their mix yet.
No, because like, everybody's trying to be like Treyarch, and it's not gonna end up working that way.
But like the thing is, like, if they want to make it horrifying, they need to do either psychological horror, which is kind of easy, not easy to do, but jump scares. You can't have a jump scare that hones you in on it, like turns your head towards it, because you might get killed. And they also can't have you like just miss it because it won't affect anything. You just hear a noise like, oh, what the fuck? But like. It's just they haven't found their balance yet.
Yeah.
I think the fog is gonna help though.
I'm just really pissed off with the current state of Call of Duty in general. This whole DLC season is, I don't know. I honestly don't know if I'm gonna buy the season pass for it or just wait for the second DLC. Cause, like I said, yeah, we're getting 4 maps. One of them's war maps, so take away one, and then one's a second remake, so take away that other one. So we're only getting 2 new maps this season. They're just, I don't know. It just seems like they're trying to get more money.
I do like the way they're doing it though. The war map. I'm glad they're giving us more war maps because it's fun.
I like that, but I wish they would give us 4 Bates multiplayer maps and then 1 war map.
Yeah.
Well. I don't think it's Sledgehammer's fault, and I don't think it's Activision's because of the budget.
It's Activision's fault, bro. Because you gotta remember this.
It's not. Yeah, I feel bad for like these companies because they always get blamed for it. Because they're the brunt. Like everybody knows, like Infinity Ward. Infinity Ward. Some of it's probably their fault too. I'm not gonna lie, but.
Oh yeah. Well, most of the games past like MW2 and maybe 3.
Well, IW and stuff. I mean, I'm talking about like those games. Those are partially due to them because they just.
Yeah.
The minute they saw Exo Boost, they're like, "Oh, space," and that's what happened. But I mean, I'm excited for the new DLC Resistance. Like, I mean, of course, they'll give the game more longevity and stuff. But I don't know. I just really.
Here's one thing I really
cool map ideas, but
I know we're talking about the DLC, but like. When Infinite Warfare was first announced, and it was space. I love space. I really want there to be a good COD in space, but Infinite Warfare completely and utterly failed on doing it. They didn't use any aspect of space, and I really want a good space warfare.
I think it would make go that Exo Boost. Exo Boost is what ruined it for me, in all honesty. It wasn't the space atmosphere, it was just the Exo Boost.
For me, I really wanted it to be like an anti-gravity type of thing. I really wanted it to flow like that.
Lawbreakers.
Hey, can I say something real fast?
No.
Wow, thanks. If I can imagine, like, okay, you know how they're maybe doing a cinematic universe with Call of Duty? Like,
oh, dear God.
Well, like, I can imagine being like, first one, World War II. Next one, Modern Warfare. Space, motherfucker! Go!
Space fuckers.
Like, if you watch those and, like, try to watch them in a line, you'd be like, ground, space.
Makes sense.
Where's the middle ground?
What? Middle ground? There's only ground in space, Trey!
No,
there's no other ground!
There's the water!
Exactly! Water, yeah!
Where's the
water?
talking
about, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to pull something off like that the next Call of Duty water-based combat.
I mean, I'd be kind of interested, you know, honestly. It'd be kind of different, but I don't know if I want for the next one.
Man, I just want, because this is coming from somebody who's been in Call of Duty for nearly 10 years. I just want a good arcade shooter like I used to play back on BO1, MW2, BO2.
Black Ops 2.
Like that's all I want. Is that too much to ask for?
See, my fear is though, because of the remasters, I don't want them to remaster any of the older ones now because they screwed up on Modern Warfare so badly.
I feel like they could have done worse though. It wasn't that bad.
Oh yeah, they could have done worse, but no, for me, I just don't want Black Ops 2 having loot crates because there was a lot of cool things you could buy out of the game, like the bacon camo.
Yeah, dragon
We already know
skin,
they're gonna
bro.
go in the loot crates. We already know they're gonna be in the loot crates if it comes to. They're not gonna release it for free again or come with the game.
Here comes the main thing that I think Call of Duty, like the worst thing that Call of Duty is doing. They're making it for MLG players instead of the casual player.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're trying to have like, esports.
You know what makes me laugh also? Because I play World War II and it's fun.
Oh yeah.
It's weird now that I've had it taken away from me because I mean everybody complain about variants and stuff and how they're overpowered. In World War II, though, like, what's the purpose of getting a supply drop? There is no purpose. Like, you're just gonna get a gun hilt.
For now.
Yay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm saying that, though, but, like, in a way, I want them to have variants of guns that are better than others, but not to the point where I can't play the game. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want... Because this is, like, the complete opposite. We go from Infinite Warfare, where you need to have the best stuff to be good, and then you go to World War II, where there's not even a point in getting anything, so you're just gonna just get cosmetics. I mean, cosmetics are cool, but they're lame. They're not cool cosmetics in World War II. They're just like gun holsters and helmets. And it's just to me.
In like one.
We were just spoiled from Black Ops 3. That's what I think.
I would say Infinite Warfare spoiled us kind of. Well, I wouldn't say spoiled us, but like they had a lot of stuff in Infinite Warfare to get, and it was really weird.
Yeah. Well, like the thing with like everything about what was I gonna say? I forgot what I was about to say. Never mind. Wait. Like, the thing about variants, Sledgehammer can't win with variants, to be honest. Not Infinite Warfare. Fuck. Advanced Warfare. Oh, too many overpowered, variants. World War II?
Like
nothing special.
I mean, I got the Sten Gewehr and stuff, but like they're not variants, they're just guns.
To be honest, I think they should literally like stop with putting them in supply drops, but make challenges for them.
Like Infinite Warfare did. Like that's the one thing Infinite Warfare did really well.
And like make them obscure challenges, like they're not easy to do, like Battlefield. Like for one, the snipers. Like, hear me out. Like, what I mean by obscure, like with the DLC weapons for Battlefield, like the challenges was very obscure. Like for one sniper in Battlefield 4, you have to go up to the highest point and actually hit a headshot from it.
You see, this is my issue, man. Once again, coming from somebody who's been playing Call of Duty for almost 10 years, I miss the days where I could just buy the season pass and get all the weapons. You know, I mean, I know companies have to change and adapt to different like economic systems and stuff like that, but there's 10 million different ways where they could perfect the system to getting different weapons, whether they be more powerful or not. There's so many different ways you can go about this, and loot crates, in my opinion, just isn't the way to do it.
I mean, like, I like loot crates. I mean, like, just for cosmetics, but then I have challenges for guns only, not like for loot crates.
Yeah.
And make them where you can't buy them with real money. Make it so it's just in game. Don't make it so you can just
don't make it overly priced. I'm looking at the Winter Warfare bullshit.
I want Injustice too. I'm just kind of playing Injustice 2 on board.
Well, you guys heard about Apple and their loot crate policy? They're actually removing loot crates from the App Store.
Didn't the South Park game have them?
I'm
pretty sure.
I don't.
There's a South Park mobile game.
I don't know if they're removing loot crates from their App Store, or if they're removing games with loot crates from their App Store. It's one or the two, but they're getting really strict on their policy.
I mean, I like that, but okay. When it comes to me, I have really mixed feelings on loot crates and all this stuff, because part of me doesn't like them. Like, I really don't like them being there. But another part of me, I don't want them to be banned for people under 21, which is stupid. Like that whole path, because gambling in quotation marks, it's stupid. It's not gambling. Yeah. But then I also just don't want them there to begin with. But I mean, I hope that if we're gonna keep them, I hope we can at least access them. Cause I mean, I'm 17. I'm not gambling. I know what I'm buying. I'm not gonna be gambling away money at a willy-nilly like that. You don't need to be 21. Yeah. I don't know. It's just a really messed up thing. I don't know what to say.
The most messed up thing about loot crates in general. It's not like they stole them from another game that is older than Call of Duty. Well, not even older than Call of Duty, but more
CS:GO.
Popular. Yeah, there you go.
But see, it also works for CS:GO though. That's the purpose, is because you can, if you can like the items you get in those crates.
The actual cool designs.
But you can sell them for real money. Like it's actual legit. There's a purpose to it.
Yeah.
Well, and these ones, there's no purpose. You're just winning. That's about it.
Yeah. I don't know. Personally, I'm not excited for the DLC. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. If I do, it's by the grace of God.
I've seen pass, so I really have no choice. I mean, I can tell you, dude, because I have a season pass. So if you want me to share play someone ever comes out, I can show you. You can make your mind then. But I don't know. I'm like a lot of people. Like I like World War II, but I can understand where the boringness is coming from it. But it's the best Cold War we've had in years. So I'm not gonna be complaining too hard right now.
Yeah.
There's a topic I kind of want to add into this, but I don't know if we have enough time.
Oh, go ahead, man.
Yeah.
And that's like the progression of Resident Evil as a franchise.
Yeah, we can probably say that for the next one.
Yeah, because like since the DLC dropped,
I can talk about that one for a while actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have this gonna. Yeah.
Hey, I like 7.
We can do one more topic. That's the future of Vivo in 2018, and then wrap it up.
Okay.
Alright. For me.
Alright. So I guess it's kind of good because we're coming off World War II.
This is kind of your topic.
Yeah.
Topic. We're just kind of here.
But still, you guys are on the clan. You guys get to have a say and stuff like that.
Yeah. To be honest, about the us in 2018, I think more of us should have YouTube channels to kind of get us moving around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to set up mine.
We're gonna be doing a lot more advertising in 2018, and then also we're gonna be expanding Vivo to a couple more games. We kind of have an Xbox Call of Duty team. We just need to get the roster for that, as well get the roster for the PS4 team, and then finish up with the roster on the Siege team on PS4.
Well, yeah, my Rainbow team. We need to have maybe tomorrow or sometime. Yeah, me and my Rainbow team will have a huddle and figure out our lineup, and if we need, we're gonna start recruiting. So Dom and Trey, you guys better start. You can start like looking for people and telling me about them, and we can figure something.
Hey, I got one person, but we have to train him.
Who?
Alway, I don't have Siege digitally. It's my.
You say Grayson?
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but like I don't know if he would actually do something like a clan, and also I don't know if he would like us to teach him how to play. Weirdly enough to say.
Yeah, but by the end of 2018, we're expecting to have a Call of Duty, Overwatch, Rocket League, and Siege team on both PS4 and not 360, Xbox One.
Yeah, man, PS3 360, let's go.
PS3 360.
Let's go.
Nostalgia, man.
Go back in time.
Not to kind of be a little rude, but I'm just wondering about the Rocket League team. I really see no use of that. But that's just
hey.
There's a lot of fighting team tournaments. We can do some fighting team games. Like I know Dom's a big fan of Injustice too, though.
Well, I don't think they do Injustice. I'm checking.
Oh, I think they do.
They do.
Well,
they
do.
do.
It's more like
Not in
singular
game battles. I'm
but...
looking at it right now.
Oh,
they don't. Yeah, the only fighting games they have is For Honor.
Oh God. Hell no.
I know the Mortal Kombat franchise. No one.
Yeah, they have Mortal Kombat X. That's still going. That's.
If Final Fantasy comes to MLG, I'm taking that. But maybe For Honor doesn't.
But yeah, we
for those
just.
of you who haven't been in the podcast, this is our friend Vivo
Nate.
Unknown, aka Nate. He's been here.
Yeah.
Hello.
But the top games for like MLG and whatever you want to call the fighting game tournaments and everything are most of them are not even on PlayStation, which is Killer Instinct.
I mean, come on, man. We have the Uno team.
Yeah.
We really just want to expand more. I like your idea, Trey, of everybody making a YouTube channel just to grow more.
The problem with that though is I don't know, because I'm gonna be hitting college here pretty soon, changing over. I don't know if I'm able to have a YouTube channel going. I'm way too cringy doing vlogs.
Yeah, I know you would be.
No offense to anybody in here, I don't want Vivo to turn into a vlogging, like, phase style. I don't want this to turn into another phase situation. Yeah, phase, I'm calling you out.
Yeah, we're gonna get big though, man. That's the biggest segue here. We're gonna.
Well, you know what? Even if we don't, I'm just saying this. Even if we don't, as a failsafe, we can at least we're having fun doing what we want to do.
Yeah, man. That's
what
it's all about.
It's about passion. It's not about money. It's about passion.
I don't care about making money. I would just, it's all about what we're doing now. This is what Vivo is.
Yeah, because we don't want to sound cocky. I don't want to be like we're gonna make it, because you never know. Things could happen. But even if we don't make it, if we do, it's amazing. If we don't, we all got each other as friends. So that's all that matters.
Okay, so like one thing I kind of want to do for Vivo.
Hey guys, can I just say something real quick?
Sure, go ahead.
Oh,
bye, Nate.
That was bad timing. Okay,
Nate's like, I'm not in Vivo anymore.
But like, we're fast though. Like, one thing I really want to do, but I need a better computer, software, and a whole lot of other shit. I really want to make custom tracks for the clan, to be honest.
Like music?
Yes.
That would be cool. I'll be down.
I mean, if I was to make a channel, mine would be honestly Let's Plays and probably Rainbow stuff. That's all I'd have.
Oh,
I'm a big Let's Play person. I'd be doing a lot of gameplay walkthroughs. I love that stuff. So, just to let people know. Cool. So, if Vivo Celsius gets a YouTube channel in the next year, be prepared for walkthroughs, Let's Plays, tips and tricks, and some Rainbow Six stuff.
Will you learn how to make? Will you teach us how to make cookies?
Oh, and keep an eye out for that merchandise. It's gonna be arriving in stores pretty soon. I'm just kidding.
What is it? Upside down M?
Man. Yeah.
You had it set for M for Mini when it should have been set W for Wumbo.
Yeah, that's pretty much all for this podcast. So next week we're going to be talking about Resident Evil as a franchise, and then because it's going to be our last podcast of 2017, we're also going to be talking about games and movies we're going to be looking forward to in 2018. So.
Oh, Infinity War all the way.
Oh.
Yeah,
Strangers 2.
It's going to be awesome. Wait, you saw the first Strangers, bro?
Yeah, I fucking love that movie.
I remember. Okay, real quick, I remember seeing that back in theaters in 2000. I think it was 7 or 8. I was scared. I wanted to leave so bad, and my mom was like, "No, you want to go see this movie? We're not leaving." And so, because I was so scared while watching it, after the movie, we went to go see Chronicles of Narnia 2, whatever that was called, Prince Caspian or something.
Oh, Prince Caspian?
Yeah.
What?
Fun fact for you: the guy that played Prince Caspian is now playing the villain Jigsaw on The Punisher. You're welcome.
Like, no. You know what's messed up about whenever I saw Strangers? I live in a house like that, kind of like that house in the middle of, like, the buttfuck of nowhere.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, I can't wait for the second one. I don't
know.
Isn't it,
like, super unsettling? Because you can, like, see him walking around the background randomly?
Oh, yeah.
While you're doing your daily activity? Like, I mean, I want to go see it. I never saw the first one, though, so
I'm just going to go ahead and say this before we close it out. The second one's going to be set in a trailer park during a blackout.
Yeah, it's gonna be so good. And the cool part is, it's based on a true story. Well, I don't know if that's cool.
Oh,
but
who here's looking forward to the next Purge movie?
Purge the Island. Alright, so...
No, think about it, because Purge, it's like a freaking 2-year plan to come out. So we're getting another Purge that's coming out this year, so get prepared for that.
Or Paranormal Activity, or Saw.
No, Paranormal Activity's done. They finished Paranormal Activity.
Oh, really? Thank God. I hated those movies.
Oh, dude, the last one they did was that freaking, what the heck was it called? The Ghost Dimension.
Oh, yeah.
With a camera, that was the last one they ever did. That was like back in 2014. That's been done for a while.
Alright, so that's pretty much all.
Purge is the new Paranormal.
Podcast is going to be pretty lit. It's not going to be as long as this one because it's going to be New Year's. We're going to be chilling with our families and stuff like that.
And plus, man, we had a lot of juicy topics today. You know what I'm saying?
We only talked about like 3 things, and one of the
like wax on, whack off. You know, that's another thing I got wrong in the beginning.
Wax on, whack off.
We're not going to talk about that.
Okay.
We appreciate you guys for watching the podcast. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe. Matt, any upcoming news? Any social medias? Anything?
For me? Just have a great Christmas, you know? Get some cool stuff, hopefully. Have some time with my family.
Happy New Year.
Add Matt
Happy New Year. I'm trying to think.
We're going to do one more podcast before the New Year.
Anybody here who's fans of Vivo, my gamer tag is Uncharted1268. Yes, it's not a Vivo gamer tag because I don't think we technically have to have one. But everything I'll be known for is Vivo and Celsius. But if you want to hit me up via PlayStation, then that's my name.
You can also add him on Tinder.
Yeah, MySpace. That's another option. Let's see.
Oh, get the fuck
We got
out.
ChristianMingle.com, Farmers Only.
BlackPeopleMeet.com.
You see, I'm one of those people that cannot find the love of my life, so I just go on a lot of websites to look for it.
BlackPeopleMeet.com.
Yes, my black goes on BlackPeopleMeet.com.
GHarmony.com.
I'm not even a farmer. I'm not even a farmer, so. Ancestry.
Oh my god.
Well, I gotta count Ancestry all the way.
Okay, this is a Trey. Any upcoming news with you? Any social medias you'd like to shout out real quick?
Not really, to be honest. Last time I shouted out, I sounded dumb as fuck.
What about you, Dom? Dom.
Okay then. Dom.
Dom's dead.
Yeah.
Any social medias you'd like to shout out? Any upcoming news about you, your future, or the Vivo clan?
Oh, yeah, really nothing, just, if you wanna...
Yeah,
I forgot to say,
so,
nothing.
Yeah, if you want to add me, it's Star197 Wars. Pretty much it.
Alright, well...
Nah, bro, I'm already retiring early.
Time for me to shout myself.
I'm moving on to Echo Clan.
Time for me to
Let's rock and roll, baby.
Shut up, enough's enough. Guys, my YouTube is VivoSparks. My Twitch is also VivoSparks. My Twitter is at VivoSparks. My Snapchat is Vivo_Sparks. My Instagram is also Vivo_Sparks.
For crying out loud, you sound like a white girl. Jesus, stop.
I wish I was joking, but I'm dead serious.
Do you give out your account to Starbucks? Everybody else do hit you up on the Starbucks app?
And then if you ever want to talk to me on PlayStation, it's Sparkle318.
It's even a thing. Is the Starbucks app even a thing?
You would know it's me because my profile picture's a cupcake.
What? Okay, am I even gonna question it?
Is that all, guys? Can I stop?
I mean, I don't really know what else to say, so it seems like it's something about it. So.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the podcast, and remember, pork lives matter.
Stay sexy, my dude.